What's up, guys? Eric here with driverlineup.com, world's okayest steering wheel holder. I'm rocking the infamous hat from my rap video. If you haven't seen my rap video, I'm gonna link to it. I'll link to it in the description below. I actually did a rap video, wrote the rap, had it produced, and it's in one of my earliest few videos on my channel. So it is terrible, absolutely terrible. The weather has been so bad. Look at all this snow. I've been driving in it all evening on an empty trailer too. We basically waited today for them to release the empty trailer ban on 79, and I'm actually hiding from the wind. I'll show you guys what happens when I step out from wind cover. Oh. Cut this over here. It is terrible. This is without wind cover. It's freezing cold. So we were waiting in just outside of Pittsburgh for them to open up 79 north on the empty trailer ban, because we had an empty trailer, of course. And finally we got a break in it around 4 p.m. 1600 today, and took a load that we saw going to Miami, Florida. We were like, yes, absolutely, let's do it. And we get here, and it was supposed to be ready, drop and hook by 2030, 8:30 p.m. No drop and hook trailer was ready. Being live loaded, it is well past the appointment time, and they haven't even started. Which means that the little break in the weather that we had there for a few hours, which I was going to take advantage of and try to use to get back down 79, that break no longer exists. So when this gets loaded, I'm going to have to drive in this stuff again tonight. Oh man, brutal. And guess what's coming after this, you guys? There is a brewing polar vortex coming after this. They're talking about minus 20 degrees along the northern tier, and sub-zero temperatures pretty much everywhere that's getting snow right now. This sucks, you guys. This sucks. But we are fortunate that we're somehow, I don't know how, able to keep running. And at pretty good money too. This is a $2 a mile load down to Miami now. I am fully expecting to have to say no to a few loads when we get down to Miami, because we get down to Miami on the morning of the 4th of February. Now, for those of you who drive for Prime, I don't have to tell you what it means to be in Miami 10 days before Valentine's Day. You gotta have your wits about you. You gotta be prepared to say no to certain kinds of loads. So I'm gonna message my fleet manager. If he's watching this video, I'm gonna message you. I'll take one to a warehouse. I will not take a hand unload. But we're just so happy we're going to Florida, man. Enough of this. Had enough of this. Oh, the wind, because we're right up here against the lake. We're in near Erie, Pennsylvania. Oh, it just hurts. Let me show you guys this again. Oh, it's just freaking terrible. So I want to make some really quick clarifications on my video last night. Some of you thought that I wasn't like trying to cause problems about the key issue. I gave them my key. I just said to me, I just said that I'm not comfortable. I wasn't comfortable with the situation. But some of you said that there's a lot of shippers and receivers that make you give them the key to the truck. I'm not comfortable with that, but it is what it is, I guess. Also, yes, there were a lot of comments about the APU. Now, the APU will not run on my truck without the key to auxiliary. I don't know why. We did have some problems when we got our truck with the APU and fuses and all kinds of stuff, so I don't know if that's what's going on with it. I don't remember if my Cascadia would run with the APU would run without the key. This truck does not. So now that I've seen so many of you say that it should, I'm gonna get that looked at, because apparently it's supposed to. Mine won't. But yeah, we had spare keys, so it wasn't that big of a deal. It's just, I don't know these people, you know. I know it's not my truck, but it's my life inside that truck. I don't know these people, and giving them my key for 4 or 5 hours to my truck it just felt weird to me. So anyway, some clarifications there. So guys, we're about to, hopefully, we still got a horrendous night and day to get out of here, but we're on our way out of here and headed to Florida, because we just want to get back to where it was warm, t-shirt weather. That's what I'm all about. So who knows how long this trailer is going to take to get loaded. It's not a heavy load. We've run this load many times, actually, dry. So pretty happy about that. Plenty of time to get down to Miami, so we'll be able to shower and take some breaks. So I just want to give you guys an update, let you know. I know a lot of you guys we've gotten a lot of messages of hopefully you guys are okay and you guys are running. I also want to say something real quick on the winter driving. Yes, last night I drove through some shit. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I drove through some shit. I cannot see the road for probably 80 miles. And tonight I drove through some shit to get here. It was dodgy and I was empty. But just because, now I want to be careful here, because this is not advice. I'm just telling you my own experience. I am very paranoid in a good and healthy way about bad weather. Very. I go very slow. In fact, I was doing like 40 miles per hour for the last 15 miles to get here, because there was just so much wind and the snow. It was just all just howling. You know, I was doing 38, 39, 40 miles per hour. Please don't think that I'm just super truckering and I'll go out there and drive in anything. That's not the case. The snow that I drove through last night was very fluffy, powdery. And when I pulled over, I was able to kind of walk out and check the roads. It wasn't iced yet. So, and I had good traction. Now I was loaded last night, except for when I crossed into PA and it said that it was an empty trailer ban and they had a mobile scale unit. And I went across that. It was my second stop. My second stop only had one pallet, which weighed under 1,000 pounds. So they basically were like, "You're empty." So I had to show them my bills and say, "Hey, you know, there actually is freight in here, and I'm only going like 15 miles," and they let me go. But the first stop, I was loaded and heavy. So you really kind of have to use some discernment. And someone said, "Well, if you can't see the road, you shouldn't be driving." That's not always true. Again, this is not advice, but for me, that is not always true. Just because you can't see the road doesn't mean that to me, doesn't mean it's unsafe. I have variables that I use to determine whether or not I think it's safe to drive, and I absolutely will shut down. We've never chained up our truck because we've never gotten into a situation where we needed chains. We shut down when we feel the need to, but occasionally get into bad weather and I feel that I can slow way down and I can manage it. And if I feel that way, and if I feel confident that I can carry on safely, I'm going to do so. So I just want to clarify that and make sure you guys know I'm not just reckless out here super trucking. If I'm sliding and I'm seeing a trailer slide, I don't have traction, I'm done. I'm out. That's tap out point for me. That was not happening last night or this evening. Now, it doesn't mean that won't happen tonight, and if it does, I'm out. I'll tap out. So we'll see. But you are the captain of your ship. You have to have variables. You have to have your own algorithm of when you think it's safe and when you feel unsafe. And you have to make that decision for yourself, especially if you drive for Prime. Prime will stand by the decision you make. They will not question it. They will not say, "Are you sure? We show another truck is moving in that area." They don't question it. It's okay, let us know your ETA. No questions asked. And I love that about Prime. So anyway, guys, it is cold. I'm gonna get inside, wait for this light to turn red and then back green, which hopefully doesn't take all night. Be safe, make good decisions. As always, drive to thrive. Talk to you soon.